This is my dad, he's pretty old. He likes eating hot stuff and making knives. So if you like this, please subscribe.
Or don't. I don't care either way.
Hey, don't interrupt me. Anyways, it's Bearded Reaper.
Alright. Welcome back, y'all. I had a request to make tongs, so I'm going to try it. Never done it in my life. This right here is a piece of 18-inch rebar. About a ½ inch diameter. I've got a piece in the forge heating up. We'll pull it out. I don't think I'll have to use tongs to hold it, but we'll find out. Stand by here. Alright, I'm going to grab the first, probably 3 inches. Just going to mush it out. Flip it over so you don't get it all mushed on one side. Let's see here. Just kind of flatten out. I'm going to go about 3 inches on that. So I'm going to throw it in for another heat. Finally not 9 million degrees. It's been over 100 the last week or so with humidity and heat index and all that. Way hot, and it's just too awful to be out here in Piddle. So wait until today. It's a halfway cooler day. Kind of rainy, but not right now, so we're just winging it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Get my coffee, stickers on it. Back up to temp. Don't really know how long to make the jaws here. There's about 1 million different kinds of tongs out there in the world. These are just going to basically be a big dumb pair of pliers. You know, nothing fancy, nothing special, just something. Alright, look out for that hammer, watch your toes. Alright, you see what I did? Kind of mushed that in up there, squared it up a little bit there. Now I'm going to come down about in here. I'm going to turn it sideways and mush the living ever crap out of it. What our goal is how the tongs, these are old as can be, like great grandparents. But the parts here for the jaw, and then it's flat right here for where this pivot's going to be. So next we're going to work on this little pivot spot. So I'm going to turn it sideways and beat it flat. Alright, they're standing up, so I want it flat. As it looks like we'll have to readjust ever so often because it wants to flatten itself out real weird. The bottom of that handle is getting a little toasty there. Alright, now you see I got it flat there and it's flat there. This is going to be the pivot point, so I'm going to spread it out a little bit more because I have no idea how far to go. I'm guessing far enough to get a bolt or something through it. Again, I'll take this time to let you know, smoke is bad for you, don't do it. It's always handy to wear your safety glasses. Fiddling around in the dust, wear some mask for it. Number 1 rule today, I'm breaking the rule again, do not wear Crocs. But I've got socks, so socks and Crocs. So I got a little extra layer before I get burnt really bad, I guess. fun and games until somebody gets hurt anyway, right? Alright, we'll set this back up here. Kind of want this to be egg-shaped all on one side. Like this particular situation, I do want it kind of mushed all from one side. Stick that in there and straighten it out just a little bit. Well, that's a booger to get back straight after you bend it. So, like I said, first time tempting this. This may not be good. May not work at all. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to flatten it out. See right here? No touchies, hot. I'm going to try to flatten that out just a little bit more. Alright, here we go. And it's starting to get really hot. I'm going to try to almost taper this over. I kind of feel like the way those other ones look, it looks like that almost needs to be like an egg shape almost. Come way down here. Situate that. Get this thing all straighten back out about as much as you can. Alright. That'll be the jaw up here. This will be more the pivot part. This being mild steel, go ahead and dip it in water. It ain't gonna hurt a thing, it's rebar. I'm going to put my second piece in, let it heat up, and try to repeat that process. Alright, I went ahead and marked out on my anvil right here how far I want the other jaws to make them halfway match. About right there. So, again, beat the living fire out of it. Kind of squared up the best you can. I don't think round tongs would do anybody any good, but never know. I guess it depends on what you're making. See where I'm at here, a little bit further back. Right in there, maybe. Alright, go back in the forge. And the old hurry up and wait, you know. I figured finally had this right here made, which good God, you'll never get it to be proper. I don't know if you can see it or not. Wish there was a better way to do that. But anyway, it is a little bitty maker's mark. It's got a B and an R for Bearded Reaper. We're going to test that out when we get almost done with this. Never have used it, but might as well try it. Go. Make sure our measurements are about correct. If the jaws are too long, you can always cut them off. But it's kind of hard to add stuff to your steel. You can do it, but I'm not making a knife. I'm making tongs or pliers or whatever you want to call it. I'm making a hold on to this device. Pretty much got that squared up, I believe. Squared up adjacent, whatever. Alright, now, we're going to put it back in the forge, turn that stinking thing sideways, and mushroom out that middle again. Stand by. They're about up to temp, so I drew my little spot here, kind of traced the other ones, see how big of a mushroom that was. See what we can do here. Remember, turn it standing it up now. Because now you want it sideways. You want a flat spot facing one direction and then a flat spot facing the opposite direction. And again, this part here, the way it seems, you can really rip on it from one side, because that will give you a bit of an offset, which I believe will help this turn and grab things when you need to grab them. Alright, as you can see, got a little swell to it there. There's the top end of it. Starting to look like, you know, crooked steel. Throw it back in the forge, and again, hurry up and wait. Alright, we need this thing to be just a little bit more wide. Right there in that spot. So to make it wide, I'm kind of doing it like I do my bevels. Got the edge of the workpiece kind of tipped up just a little bit off of the anvil, so I can kind of do more of a glancing hit on it. Give me that nice, I guess you could say nice, but whatever, give you that piece to look like it does. Alright, let's see here. I feel like it's kind of difficult to get them to act right. Alright. Back in the forge. And I guess, since we're all learning here together, I have no clue. I'm going to get you into that hot and put it over the edge of the horn just a little bit. The horn's right there. I'm going to just bend it just a little bit to give me more of a pliers kind of look up front. I don't want anything drastic because, you know, you don't need anything that heavy duty, but just a little bit of a curve. So it kind of, you know, looks like it's supposed to, I guess. But the question is, do I curve that way or do I curve this way? Don't know. So we're going to find out here in a minute, I guess. This one I definitely curved. If you're looking at it flat, I curved it to the right. Which is that way, you know. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, now here's the other side. And bend it the other direction because you need them to go, you know, obviously like pliers. Down and then away. Mush that out just a little bit. Don't want too much of a hook on it because I have no idea, you know, how much you need right off the bat. Let's see here. Now, you put a bolt through there. Oh, looky there. Chomp, chomp, chomp. So, it appears that maybe this one side's a little longer than the other, so we can snap that off. What we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole, and I'm just going to throw a bolt because that's about probably what I got out here. So we'll be back here in just a minute. Alright, we are back. Now, earlier, I did this here, I did this here. Well, as you can see, I drilled a hole with it, or through it. Problem is, I was dipping these in the cold water, or water in general, to go ahead and, you know, get them cold enough to touch. Well, apparently rebar hardens to an extent because I couldn't drill it. So I put it back in the forge, heated it up to like a medium orange or so, and then let it cool off all that time. So now it's been soft. It got soft from being annealed. It's good. Took me a little piece of 1/4 inch rebar, run it on the grinder a little bit so it'll fit in these holes, so we can do this with an actual hot rivet. So stand by, we're going to throw this in the forge, see what we got. Alright, it's almost up to temp. We're going to see if we can set this and peen it and make a rivet. too bad. Right. Switched it up. Had to end up using a bolt because the rivet-like substance that I was going to use just was not cooperating. And now doing some final adjustments to get these jaws nice and tight. So when they open, you know, yeah, it's just a bolt, but it'll work. I guess obviously you could forge and make you a rivet, but apparently that's a lot harder than what I was anticipating. But a pair of tongs. If I had my billet here, it will hold them. So I'd say it's a success, but for the giggles of it, I cleaned up all around here. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it with my maker's mark, see what it does. How this thing works. Probably would have worked better if I'd have not had it over the hardy hole. But let's do it this way. Hold it with my leg. Put this on there. And done. I know you can't really see it, but it does have a B&R for Bearded Reaper. But that is my first attempt at making tongs, or even trying to show people how to make tongs. So I'd say it's a success. If there's anything else you want to see me make or try to make, throw it in the comments. I'll do just like this. We'll wing it, see what happens. Have fun. Don't be a douche canoe. Try to be nice to each other. Hammer on.